What about us? The city of Camden, a place of poverty, a place where bad things happen to good people, a place where our youth are brainwashed to thinking the only way to make money is on the streets. A lost city. But this is the city I was born and raised in. Society turned their backs towards us and believed people in this community would either end up in jail or dead. In the year of 2002, crime in the city of Camden had been at its all-time high, being noticed to the world as the nation's most dangerous city. People on the streets of Camden were actually proud of the fact that we were recognized as the most dangerous city. But at what cost? The streets have claimed the lives of many of my friends and family. They were corrupted by the immoral values many of their peers possessed, and it led them to a fate they couldn't escape. Over the years, crime rate began to plummet, and we were no longer known as the city of crime. We were now the city of poverty. Streets were filled with cracks and potholes, boarded up abandoned houses stood on every corner, and the homeless ate freely along park benches and telephone poles. We were completely forgotten. It's like we're not even a part of America, and equivalent to a third world country. It seems as though city officials ignore the situation, and society thinks of us as a plague. So what about us? What's going to happen to the people of this city that strive to do right and become a bigger part of society? What happens to the hopes of the people who want to see the city rise from the ashes, who want to see the streets get cleaned up, and cease the production of abandoned houses? What about us? Now, despite the fact that the city is full of crime and people with cruel intentions, I didn't let it consume me the way that it consumed my friends and family. I always wanted more in life and didn't want to get caught up on the streets. What helped me the most was that I have a great family. They are the kind that will always keep up on me. Whether it was my schoolwork, my attendance in school, getting a job, or even having respect for others. I was lucky, because unlike most African Americans in the U.S., I had a mother and father figure in my life. Born on May 20th, 1988, I was an energetic boy full of life. As I grew older, I got enrolled into the best schools in the neighborhood. At the age of 4, I attended Molina Elementary. During my time at the elementary school, my knowledge exceeded my peers. As time went on, I received numerous awards for my achievements such as honor roll, perfect attendance, most improved student, etc. Now, high school was a time in my life I faced the most hardships. It was a time in my life I was influenced the most not to be the honor roll student I, by that time, made dormant. My freshman year, I attended Pennsauken Vocational High. My major was welding. While I was in Penn Tech, I became a part of the crowds that would always cut class, come to class with incomplete assignments, and gamble in the hallways. Throughout my freshman year, I made a few enemies, got involved in a few fights, and had been suspended several times. My suspensions accumulated by the time I approached the end of the year, and I was expelled. My sophomore year, I got enrolled into Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson was a school full of negativity. Students ran the hallways all hours of the day. Backpacks were scanned through metal detectors, and pockets were empty before you could even enter the building. It felt like I was in a maximum security prison. Things were only bound to get worse as time passed. The high schools in our neighborhood was more like a hangout during our society's work hours. It was a place to keep us off the streets during some part of the day. The schools are everything besides a place of learning. I only lasted 3 market periods before my mom took me out and got me homeschooled for the remainder of the year. She was determined to keep me off the highway to hell and put me on a road to success. So she enrolled me in Urban Promise Academy. Even though there are a few who have good families, a home, and a positive friend, we still have many out there without a social life, a home, or guidance. Scratching and surviving. Some people are even being exterminated by the bitter cold. So what happens now? Do we continue to ignore these problems? Do we continue to live our lives from day to day like we are living in a perfect utopia? Camden is like the lost city of Atlantis. A city with no potential or hope. A city that was forgotten. And it seems as though Camden will never change. Something has to be done about the situations that occur in our present time. And it will require all the attention of each and every individual in our community.